I let AI redesign my website and it just took about 20 minutes. So I just saved about $3,000 or even like 6,000 that some designer would charge me, and they'd probably take like 3 weeks. So Claude redesigned all of this as you see it's doing it in just like 5 minutes. So most people think you need a designer, but you really don't. You just need to solve the right problem. So basically, I'm starting a letter business. It's called Letters to My Rich Self, which are just handwritten notes for entrepreneurs, business owners, anyone that wants to learn about finance and build wealth. So pre-revenue means every dollar matters. So spending 3 grand on my website is just stupid, and my idea isn't even proven yet. So spending 3 weeks for a designer is even more dumb. So basically, I just had to figure out, how do I do this and build a quick MVP? So I'm going to show you my before, this is just my work, and then what Claude did. So I literally opened up Claude, I described the business, and I just asked for help. So Claude didn't make it just better. It made it work. It made the copy better. It made it clearer. It did a smart user flow, and the design is amazing. And I did add some input there. So basically, I didn't need any meetings. I didn't have an invoice. There was no revisions. Just, hey, do this. Hey, now do this. So again, AI isn't replacing creativity, because I did have to think of this, and I had to end up picking like, what's the website that I want it to copy, and that I did have to go and find. But literally 20 minutes of that, and then I'm just done, right? So it's just replacing inefficiency. So I think if you're building a new site or you're working on something, the best businesses optimize for speed to market, speed to feedback, speed to revenue. So you need to put out the MVP as soon as possible. If you want to learn how to build this website, which I'm about to show you, drop a comment and I can do like a quick tutorial. But let me just show you the website that it built, right? So look at this. It's basically, it built out what I basically needed, which was, I want a cool looking website, and here's basically the prompts that I did, right? So I started with, can you take my letters website but redesign it using style and animations of this site? So let's go to this site. And so I picked the site. I just thought, hey, this looks cool. It's like a terminal transaction, right? This is a company called Mischief, and they just make like really cool, interesting products. So this site is, they gave out thousands of this credit card or a debit card from an ATM, and then basically you had money just deposited at random times, and everyone that had the card could use it and go spend the money on something. So super cool concept, right? So I said, I want you to take this and just recreate it, right? So that was my prompt. So I just basically said, it said, I'll help you redesign your letters. I'll help you redesign your letters website using the modern style and animations from the Card v Card site. Let me first examine both sites to understand the redesign, right? And so basically what it did is it went in and it just started analyzing it, right? So it said, now let me create a redesigned version of your letters website that incorporates the modern, sleek styling, dynamic elements. I'll maintain your content, but give it a contemporary, engaging presentation with smooth animations and a bold visual approach, right? So then it went ahead and it told me, hey, I built this out, dark, sleek background, bold typography, modern glass morphism, floating decorative elements, animated hero. I did prompt it, I believe, that I wanted to also include the animations. So if you see, all these cool little, that's like added things that I wanted it to have, right? Then it gave me something that I didn't really like. So it didn't come out like this right away, right? So then I prompted, look at how simple my prompts are, and I have misspellings. Can you more closely match the reference website's styling and look, colors, animation, etc.? And so Claude says, you're absolutely right. Let me take a much closer look at the cardvcard.com styling and recreate the exact same aesthetic. Let me examine it more carefully first. So that's where I was saying that it started analyzing all these things. And then it said, let me try to view the actual page source and styling from cardvcard.com by examining its HTML structure more carefully. So that's where it came in here, and it completely looked underneath the the website, which is like anyone could technically do it. So like if you go here and you go to inspect, you can see everything, right? Like this is all the body, the styling, some of the HTML, the properties, right? So you can see the styling, the CSS, and it went ahead and took all of that, right? And it analyzed it, and then it redid it. And then what it shot out was like, all right, here's a more terminal window selection. Here's a grid layout, the interactive elements, screen flash effect when buttons are clicked, hover animations that make elements glow green, parallax scrolling on the matrix background, typing effects and progressive loading animations, content presentation, so file system metaphor, so it gave me like, dot users feedback dot log, like a terminal. Technical terminology, initializing sequence, zero risk protocol, statistics displayed like system readouts. It did all of this just from, I've input maybe like 50, 60 words, which is crazy. Then I just said, give me a title and description to publish. And then it gave me title, Letter to My Rich Self, Terminal Style Financial Awakening, description of a revolutionary retro futuristic redesign of financial education. So that it was kind of giving me the description of the website in what I asked for. So I didn't want that. I just wanted it to actually, so I wanted it to, here's the title and description based on your actual letters to my rich business self. So then I redid it, and this is actually really great. But the thing was, it wasn't linking at first to my actual, I needed to go to my Stripe checkout, right? So I'm going to say this, make all my checkout buttons link here, right? And so now that should update it, and now it's going to actually execute and go to where you can actually go and purchase my letters, right? So here we go, ready? And let's just say I want to purchase from down here, right? So initiate wealth sequence. So now it's going to open the link. I'm going to share that tab, and then boom. So here's Letters to My Rich Self. Subscribe to Letters from My Rich Self, monthly subscription, $10 a month. So 2 letters a month from your future rich self, real stories, smart money advice, and 1 step to build wealth delivered to your door. Build monthly. Boom! How freaking cool is that? So yeah, I'm loving Claude and Claude Pro. I can only imagine Claude Code, which I know it's very powerful, and that's my next step. I really want to learn that, but the power of this is amazing. And I have ChatGPT Pro, and I was here's ChatGPT Pro, and I've been trying to get it to, help me make some mock-ups. So here's another letter business that I'm going to try to launch. And this is what it was building. I mean, look at the difference. This is just giving me a visual mock-up for the whole landing page, right? Look at this compared to what Claude just built. I mean, it's night and day. So, and here's my original. Let's go to my original. Let's go to my original website. So, Letters to My Rich Self. So this was my original website. So not a bad website. I use Card, which I love Card. It allows you to simply host websites, and that's how I'm going to host the one that it built. If you upgrade, I have like the Pro Max version, and you can just insert all your HTML. I mean, this is not bad. This is very cool, simple animation. So open this envelope and change your net worth. Same concept, but it doesn't have the same like gravitas. It doesn't sell it. Like, this seems whimsical versus financial and cool, right? So I don't know. Tell me what you think. Maybe people love this more. I definitely am loving the one that Claude built way more. But I mean, yeah, you guys tell me what you think. But that's all I got for today. So that's how you build a website in 20 minutes using Claude. All right, adios.